Welcome to the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Laidback Corey. I got two special guests on here. One of the guests, he's making his pro debut January 22nd on a Alito promotion card in Dearborn, Michigan at the Ford Community Center. We'll get into that. But I got his father on here, Victor Pagan, and we got my man that's making his pro debut, Joshua Double J Pagan. What's up, man? What's up, fellas?
How you doing?
All right, man. How you doing?
What's going on? So, Vic, give us a rundown of you boxed before, correct?
Yeah. I boxed when I was younger. Definitely wasn't as talented or motivated as some of the young guys these days, and my son especially. So,
Josh, what made you wanted to get into boxing?
Well, what made me want to get into boxing is my dad. I always wanted to be like my dad growing up, and just hearing that he used to box and everything, that like motivated me to take up the sport and give it a go. We always used to watch boxing too. We always watched the Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, like that whole era. We just all just gather around and watch it. So I was always interested. So that's why I started doing it.
What age did you start boxing at?
I started boxing at 13 years old.
13. So big when Josh first came to you and said, "Hey, Dad, I wanted to be a boxer." How did it feel?
Oh, I love the idea. I was excited, of course. Went and bought him the punching bag and the speed bag combination. Had it in the basement set up. Got him some gloves, and everything was lovely. I had three other boys too. So just started working with all of them.
Oh, okay. Are you the oldest, Josh?
I am. I'm the middle.
Oh, okay. Okay. So give us a rundown, Vic, of how it is training down there in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids, Michigan is a town that we have. Of course, Floyd Mayweather, James Tony Tucker, a few other champions from Grand Rapids. It's not as big as Detroit with the champions, but we got our share of them. It's a good boxing town, and it's a beautiful place for training.
So, Josh, I noticed you went to two tournaments. You won the Michigan Golden Glove tournament. You went to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's talk about that first. How was that experience?
It was an amazing experience. Each and every day I was fighting. So I was fighting a different style every single day. So I had to make adjustments each day, change up the game plan, and just adjust to their style, So it was a great learning experience. I faced every style. And that was a great experience, learning all the different styles.
Okay. So, Vic, you guys went off, and also you and Josh also went down to Sweetport, Louisiana, and you also won the national tournament. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
So tell me, how was training camp getting ready for the Michigan State Golden Gloves and getting ready for the Nationals? Was it the same or was it different?
Well, it was staying consistent with sparring and training. I mean, we didn't really change anything except for just trying to get ahead. So, I mean, we just stayed consistent. We traveled to Chicago, Detroit for sparring. But we just stayed consistent and stayed in the gym through both tournaments. We just stayed consistent.
How many days do you guys train a week, Josh?
At least 5 days a week. And then on the weekends, I go for runs and everything.
Go for runs and everything. Now,
yeah.
by your dad being your trainer, and dad at home, do it get frustrating sometimes for you guys when you're in the gym training? I know sometimes you bump heads. Sometimes you might figure he's not doing enough, or Josh might figure, oh, he's on me too hard. How do y'all balance that?
I don't really like. Sometimes I might get a little upset, but not that bad. Like I don't really have to motivate him. Like he actually runs when he does everything he's supposed to do. Like so I don't really get upset. Like I might say something about something I see him eating, as but I never have to. I don't never get mad at him for training because he's always training. Like he does this thing when it comes to the training.
Okay. So Josh, for the people out there that's watching this episode, you have 90 amateur fights, correct? Or over 90.
Yeah. Yes.
So by him having 90 amateur fights, Vic, do you think he's ready? He's ready for the professional competition that he has coming ahead of him?
I feel like he is ready for the professional that's coming. I mean, with the professional, it's almost like the amateur. Like you're gonna learn as you go too. Mm-hmm. But I mean, he has fought some of the top amateur talent out there, and at the last tournament that we went to, like everybody he fought had a lot of fights too. So I feel like he's ready to go pro.
Okay. So Josh, new year, new you, new fight. Explain to me why the pros.
Say that one more time.
Why the pros? Why you think you're ready for the pros?
I feel like I'm ready for the pros because just my dedication and just my consistency with the training and everything that I'm doing, and I feel like it's a new challenge for me. I've been fighting amateur for a long time now. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it's time to venture off into something in a new the same sport, but it's a new game. It's a different world, but it's like the same sport though, just different rules and everything without the headgear and everything.
Okay,
it's the same.
Now I see you guys linked a deal with Demetrius Alito. How did that come upon?
That came about by my teammate Joe Hicks. He's also fighting on the card on January 22nd. Absolutely. We've been friends since way back, since when I started boxing and everything. Mm-hmm. I sent him some of my fights from the tournament, and he ended up sending them to Dimitri, and Dimitri liked what he saw, so he had us contact him, and this is how it came about.
Now I see the opponent that you facing. He's 3-6. Yeah. Have you did any homework on the opponent you have for the 22nd?
Oh yeah, for sure. Watched a few of his fights and stuff like that. Yeah, we're doing homework on him.
Okay, is he a rugged fighter, or is he a kung fu fighter, or he just a boxer that tried to survive?
I think he's rugged. He's a rugged fighter. I mean, I really don't look at the record itself. Like, he still has 9 fights, and I just feel like he's a rugged fighter. He does have 3 knockouts. So never underestimate anybody you're gonna fight. Like, you know what I mean? So we're taking the proper training measures, and we'll just be ready to fight. I think he's a rugged fighter.
So Josh, how's training camp been going for this? How's training camp been going for this fight, January 22nd, 2022?
Training camp's been going pretty great. Just focusing on my fundamentals more, mm-hmm. and trying to get those down more. Strength and conditioning, more rounds of sparring, traveling and sparring more. Just getting ready like it's, every fight is a big fight. Mm-hmm. So I'm just getting ready for it like it's a championship fight.
Right. So I have to ask you this question, this important question, because you turned the pro at welterweight, correct? 147?
140.
Well, you at 140. Okay, so yep. At 140, that's lightweight. It's kind of I don't see nobody's there right now, but you do have guys like Regis Grace, Adrian Bruner. You have maybe Devin Haney might move up. You have Mikey Garcia around still, or you might have Ryan Garcia around. Do you think your skills are going to match up with theirs when you
Yes,
become professional? Explain to me
I
why.
believe they will. Because like we said, we're gonna continue to learn as we continue to fight each time. So we're gonna keep learning and developing our skills and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my consistency is gonna play a key in my future in the sport. And I'm gonna just continue to get ready for each fight, and I feel like I'm gonna be ready for everything that comes my way.
Okay. Going into the professional realm, how many times and how many days do you guys train a week, Vic?
Uh, well, it's 5 to 6 days. Like, it's boxing isn't something that you just go into the gym and train for 2 hours. Like, there's stuff that goes into it. Like during the day, like when he's not working, he is meeting with a strength and conditioning coach. So it's a way of life. It's not just the training like 2 hours a day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same. It's just staying consistent and staying sharp and keep learning and just stay training and stay focused.
Okay. What type of music, what type of playlist do you listen to, Josh, when you get ready to focus and get ready for fights?
So before I fight, I listen to more calming music. I don't listen to a lot of hip hop and stuff that gets you like amped up and like angry in a way.
Right.
I like listening to something that's gonna like have my mind zen, like relaxed. So that just ease my nerves and just makes me feel good to come into the fight. Something positive music, like pop, like Michael Jackson and Marvin Gaye, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So, Vic, how do you get your mindset ready for coaching? Like the strategizing and things of that nature. How do you get yourself prepared for that?
Uh,
As far as the mental state.
Mental state. Well, I'm the coach and the father, so I'm always a little more nervous than he is. He's always calm, so I'm always like just making sure he's okay, have his hands wrapped. So I pretty much just that's what calms me, just making sure everything's on point the way it's supposed to be.
Okay. That'll work. So January 22nd. Um, it's gonna be extravaganza. It's gonna be happy to see you turn professional. Joe Hicks, Marlon Harrington. It's a lot of great attributes on this card. But the one thing that stands out more that they have two, not one, but two national champions. They have Joseph and they have you. But you stand out more because you just won the nationals. Mm-hmm. So how excited are you going into this fight?
I'm very excited. Just coming off this tournament and beating the top guys in my weight class and in the country, that gives me a lot of motivation and a lot of confidence coming in to this pro debut. So I'm just motivated to keep working hard and putting on a great show on January 22nd.
Cool. If you had a chance to fight anybody, no matter what weight it is or who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I would say Xander Zayas. He's an up and coming professional fighter.
Xander Zayas. No, that's the guy who was top ranked.
Yep. Yeah.
He's Puerto Rican, right?
Yep.
Just like you guys are Puerto Rican. So they. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see why. Yeah. I see why. Anybody else? Right. Anybody else besides him?
Teofimo, Devin Haney. Those would be some great fights too.
What about George Gambosis?
Gambosis too. That'll be another great fight.
Like, can you see that, Vic? You guys fighting in Australia?
Oh yeah, that'd be something good.
Yeah. So I mean, boxing. I'm glad that you guys getting a chance. And boxing in Michigan is kind of up and down. Like it's kind of up and down, and I'm glad that you signed with Alito because Demetrius Alito really loved the state of Michigan, the city of Detroit. So he's trying to put boxing back into it. So I'm glad that you had the opportunity to sit down and link a deal with Alito Promotions, and we will love to. We can't wait to see you January 22nd. See the new you, because once that bell ring, the amateur days are over. There is no more amateurs. There is no more going back. That's why I asked you. Because you're 21, correct?
Yes.
Yes, being 21 years old, and your dad did show you from yay high everything you know. I just want to make sure that you're ready for the pro ranks and ready for what's headed to, because the gloves get smaller, and the headgear comes off.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure you prepared, and I think you will. I watched a couple of your fights. I see you fought some guy named Ryan. Did I say his name? Garcia? I don't know his last name, but I watched it last night. I see you fought a couple of your national fights, and I think you're ready. I think you have the charisma. I think you have the attitude. I think you have the ambition, the will to win. You let punches go. You let your hands go.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot. And I wish you nothing but the best. And I wish you from here on out. And that's a good thing, Vic, that you're going to be right there in his corner, because it always be a father-son thing. Like you have Angel Garcia, and I mean not Angel Garcia, but what's his name? Teofimo's dad, Teofimo Senior and Junior. You had Danny Garcia and Angel Garcia. You had Lomachenko and his dad. So it's like the pattern goes on.
Yeah.
Devin Haney and Bill. But see, the thing is about you was different from them. You fought before. So you know how it feels to, get cut. Even though you say you only had 3 amateur fights, just having a fight. Yeah. But there was 3 amateur fights. You had to get up. You had to run.
Yeah.
You had to train hard. So, and you fought at heavyweight, correct?
Yeah.
See, that's heavyweights are more dangerous. So before we end this episode, Josh, for the people that's watching this episode, give us the information what we can do to find you. So how can we get in touch with you?
Follow me on Instagram at JJ_Pagan. So that's JJ_ and then PAGAN.
Mm-hmm.
All lowercase.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also find me on Facebook, Joshua Pagan.
Okay. Now, Vic, for the people that's watching, they want to get a chance to train with you. How can they find you as well?
Oh, I don't have social media, but they can go through my sign.
Oh, okay. Well, for the people that's watching this episode, make sure you tune in January 22nd, 2022, Dearborn, Michigan, at the Ford Community Center in Dearborn. You don't want to miss it. This guy, Joshua Double J Pagan, is going to put on an absolute performance. He's making his professional debut. The headgear coming off and the gloves are coming on. So you don't want to miss this action-packed fight. Once again, my name is Mr. Laidback Corey. Thank you for tuning into this podcast show. Have a good day, fellas.
Thanks, Corey.
All right.